Hi everyone, welcome to the fifth video of our BA skills. Here I will be teaching you how to log in into the server now. Okay, we have installed SQL server and we have installed SSMS interface. Okay, so here in the startup menu, click here, go to the M section and Microsoft SQL Server 2019 and select not here in tools Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio. Double click on it. Okay. The SQL Server Management Studio is getting open now. Booting up. Okay. So here it is asking server type. It's a database engine, right? Okay. Dot other service so database engine. It is asking for SQL server name. So this is the default name, the first server name which I created. So that's the reason it is popping up because I recently used that. If you want to check for SQL Server 11, which we installed the second server, so click on browse for more. Here click on plus symbol, see two server names. You can see this is SQL Server 11. This is the first server. The first server name the same name as the Windows name, so that's the reason the same name you are getting. I haven't given any name. Second server name in SQL Server 11. I wanted to log in SQL Server 11, so click on OK. Do you want to, like, we have, how you want to log in, Windows authentication method or SQL Server authentication? We have provided both option, right? Windows and SQL. So if you click on Windows authentication and click on connect directly, see, okay, we entered with the user Windows authentication. No, I don't want this. um, so if you want to connect with SQL server, then we have an option of disconnect here and connect as well. This is already connected, I want to disconnect and click on connect again. Now here select SQL server authentication, and by default the username is SA means system administrator, and password we entered during installation of SQL server. I know the password, so I am entering now. I clicked on okay. Oh, sorry, something issue. Sorry, there is some problem. Yes, we are able to log in now. So we logged in SQL Server 11 with the username SA. And SA and Windows users are like super users. They have all the access to the server. Okay. So let me go to the slide first. See in the first slide itself, Management Studio first steps. We can log in into the any server with any of the credentials like SA or Windows. I showed you with the both the users by clicking on the connect symbol on the top, which look like electrical plugs. The same symbol, right? Connect and disconnect. So these are looking like electrical plugs. Okay. Let me go to the SQL server now. See here, you can see different features which we have. Okay, different objects, databases, security, server objects, polybase, all the one high availability management, integration service, SQL server agent. You remember, if you wanted to create backups, then or not backups, any scheduling event like backups, we have to switch it on. It was disabled at that time. Okay, so click on here on databases. These are system databases and system snapshots. These are security logins, server roles, credentials, objects. Okay, all the data will be there here in databases. All the tables will be there in this. These are 4 system databases: master, model, MSDB, and tempdb. Okay, master database, model database, msdb and tempdb are four system databases. They are by default created, and whatever the databases we want to create, or we are going to create manually. Okay, and in this database we can create tables. See, these are, there is some by default tables here, system tables. If we create any, if we created any manual database and manual table, then we can see the same thing here as well. Okay, and let me show you, before going there, what these are system database, I already told you, right? In system databases we have master database, model database, tempdb database is the database whenever a temporary location, for any of the variable, if it needs a temporary location like a buffer, this database will be used. Master database is the master of all database. It has all the configuration of all the servers, so it's a super configurable database, so it has all the information. Okay, msdb database is the database, like I already told, like agent, ms sql server agent, right? So in the same way, this msdb database will be helpful in while creating scheduling. Okay, model database, it acts as a template. It's, this database will act as a template for any of the creations. So these are the four database which are by default created by the SQL server. Okay, let me show, go to the slide again. Here we have authentication and user permissions. After logging into the server, right click on the server name, properties, security. We can change it from mixed mode authentication. Okay, let me go there. See here, click, this is the, let me wrap this one. Okay, you can see here, this is a system server name, right? SQL server 11, and this is the user SA with which user we have logged in, it is showing. So right click on this, click on properties, it's loading, and go to security. See, you can see currently it is in SQL server and Windows mode. If you want to keep only as Windows, you can keep it as Windows. If you want to keep both, both. Okay, so this option will be only available for the super users like SA and Windows user. Otherwise, the people has logged in with another user, then he cannot have such access, because these both uh, users have super user permissions. So that's the reason they can only change, other people cannot change. So let me show other permissions, like these are all, I will explain you afterwards. These are all in next sessions, I will let you know. But for now, just remember this per security, this permission authentication. Okay, and the same thing was reflected in the PPT as well. So you have Windows authentication mode, SQL authentication mode. Okay, in the next session, I will teach you about how to create other users. Okay, like we just by default created, like when we are installing the server, we created SA and Windows both. Now we will create in the next section other users manually. Okay, by with the help of SSMS. I hope you got it. Feel free to reach out to me on comments if you have any queries. Thank you very much.